Hey guys, how you doing? It's Alan with WL Madden, and it looks like a couple people are already logged on. Let's take a look here. So 6:04, a couple minutes behind here. So we're gonna do a video today on lead generation for you guys, and what we are going to be helping you guys out with as far as how to generate leads. Okay, so let's give it a couple minutes to get some people on here, and we'll go into it. I know there was a time shift over the past. Uh, Week. So it looks like there might be some people confused about the time. A lot of people were asking what time the webinar is. So I'm on Mountain Standard Time. So you guys are going to be the ones that are always on a shift. We never shift. So it's always going to be 6 o'clock on our time. And on you guys' time, it's going to vary, obviously, depending on where you live. Okay, so I know there was some confusion about what time the webinar was, and I had people texting and calling in asking why the webinar hadn't started yet. Well, that's pretty simply because you guys have changed by an hour and we did not. Okay, so go ahead and we'll get everybody logged on here, and let me grab some water. All right. Okay, so, okay guys, hey, how you doing? All right, so I have some stuff written on the board here about lead generation and exactly, what we're going to be doing to help you and what you guys can do in the meantime. And I have some great ideas for you guys so that we can start to bring in the amount of leads. We just brought Marcus in from GoDaddy, so you guys are going to be seeing him on a lot of different videos. These are going to be training videos that are going to be loaded on, including the commercial, the infamous commercial that everybody's been waiting for, so that you guys can get people in the door with WL Madden. We wanted to make sure, obviously, that we had everything lined up for you guys before we started bringing on a bunch of new prospects and new people into WL Madden. So that includes the new software, that includes the training videos, and of course the support that you guys are going to need. As we've been growing as a company and bringing in salespeople like Marcus and his team of people to be able to handle accounts for you guys. As you know, I've been working quite a few hours in order to be able to make sure that all the calls get handled, and a lot of the sales are done by myself as well. So now we have a couple new really talented salespeople to be able to help you in your support. So, one thing about WL Madden that we've prided ourselves on since the beginning is that we have the ability to help you, where if you learn how to use different tools that other systems sell, such as sales funnels or any type of email marketing campaigns or any type of anything like that, one thing that's always missing is, what do I sell afterwards? If I learn how to build a funnel, then I still have to call a business. I still have to sell that service to the business. And then I still have to charge them some kind of money. I still have to have the ability to accept credit cards. With WL Madden, all of that is taken care of for you. And most importantly, you have salespeople behind you to sell the service for you, for finding out, for someone who has a service that they want, such as lead development, websites, any of the services that we offer. Now you have a salesperson to pick up the phone that's going to help you. And I guess there was some confusion about, so I guess a few people had called in and said that the phone number wasn't working for the helpline. So when the mobile application, when you hit the helpline, we checked the phone numbers, everything's working on our end, and there was no missed calls for 3 days straight, 0 missed calls on that call log. So if anybody ever does call that line, excluding right now because it's actually hooked up to this phone in front of me, but excluding this hour right now, and you do have a problem where it doesn't go through or it's busy or something, let me know. That means we need to contact Verizon and find out if there's an issue with where it's ringing to. But that phone should always, during regular business hours especially, be being picked up by someone. Okay, so same thing with the 877 number. We have a new software that we've purchased that's going to be actually handling a lot of stuff for new people that are calling in for you guys, and I'll explain that to you as well. But what we do want to do is talk about right now what we can do as far as lead generation and what you guys can start doing now that we're kind of caught up to speed here at WL Madden to bring in more business for yourselves, and what we want you targeting as well. We're going to be doing several webinars over the course of the next 30 days. to get you guys caught up to speed on the services. So we have videos that are put together for each service, and these are training videos so that you understand fully what each service is. So that way you can find out from a business owner if they have a hot button, and you can help them figure out which service is going to be right for them, right? So when we teach you how to generate the leads and what to go after, then with those leads, we want to obviously hit each business with the correct service, whichever service is going to bring them in the door. Then our salespeople like Marcus or John or anybody or Adam, the different people that we just brought on, they're going to be able to sell multiple services to these people to make it easy as possible for you guys. What we want to do is we want to get your foot in the door with the right service. And we kind of talked a little bit about that last time, but let's talk right now about lead generation in general. Okay. So there's a bunch of different ways to generate leads. One way to do it is going to be approaching business owners. And who do you want to approach? So what I have behind me here, okay, is the different ways that we can start the process for generating leads. Now, what are we generating leads for? Well, of course, businesses that need our services. Now, we're also going to have a separate talk about generating leads for people that want to join WL Madden. But this conversation right here is about the businesses that we're going to bring in. So right now, we want to talk about generating leads for businesses. Okay. How are we going to do this? Well, what we're going to do with you guys, first of all, everyone that started with WL Madden, you should have a Gmail account. So that's one thing that we always ask everybody. So those of you that don't have a Gmail account, you definitely want to sign up for a Gmail account. And the reason why is because Gmail has some tools inside of it that we're going to be using. So whenever you sign up with WL Madden, we always ask for you to sign up for Google Gmail. And the reason why is that Gmail has some tools in it. Most importantly, it has Google Drive. And inside Google Drive, you have the ability to make documents and spreadsheets, just like Word documents or just like Excel spreadsheets in Word, except for the good news is that we can actually share things with you and you can open them up, and that way they're already outlined for you. So we want to make sure that everybody has a Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail account, go to gmail.com and start yourself a Gmail account. That way we can correspond with you in a Google account. That's going to work best for you. Also, because Google owns everything that we work with anyways. They own YouTube. They own almost everything these days. They have an agreement, Facebook and Instagram and Google and all these things all connect. So a lot of the tools that we use, like YouTube for videos, Gmail and Google owns, Gmail and owns YouTube. So it's always good to have a Gmail account anyways. It's the best email provider for what we're doing with you guys. And that's going to be most useful to you as we move forward and progress with what we're doing. We also use Gmail for calendars, and we schedule events inside of our new database. Google is also used to set calendar events. So if you guys have a Google Calendar, then these all will mix and match together, and it'll be much easier for you guys. But as far as lead generation, what I have written up here is warm market. Okay, I have local businesses, and then I have categories right here. All right. So the reason I have these things on the board is that today I want to talk about your warm market, and this is going to be business owners that you might know. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to open up a spreadsheet inside Google, and I'm going to explain how to do this. If you guys ever opened up Google Drive, then it's pretty simple, but you go into your Gmail. All right. And I'm actually going to, I hope that everybody can get into their Gmail accounts and I can explain this properly to you. But if you're logged if you use the Chrome browser, you should be able to pretty easily open up on the side of, if you go to your browser and you're in google.com, and if you use Chrome for your web browser and you go to Google, okay, your little face is going to be right here. This is going to say, for me, it says A or AF for Alan Ferris. If you put your picture in there in your email, then your picture will appear right there. But usually you'll just have the letter for your name. Okay, then there's always going to be a little box right here, and it's comprised of other little boxes. It looks kind of like this. Okay, if I draw it over here in a bigger version of it, It looks kind of like this. It's little boxes that make up a big box. I think it looks something like this. And it looks like a box, but it's actually comprised of other boxes. The reason I draw that on for you is that when you go to your Gmail, you're going to see that, and you click on it. When you click on this, it's going to open up, and you're going to see something that's a triangle with different colors in it, okay? And it's got like red, green, and yellow, and it's all full with the colors, okay? This is called Google Drive. So if you go in there and you open up a spreadsheet, all right, it says, matter of fact, I'll pull it up right now while I'm talking to you guys so I can go to my own little, so if I'm logged into Chrome right now, if I just go to Google, on the right-hand corner, I see my face. It says Gmail, it says images, and there's little boxes. And I'll probably put together a video for you guys to be able to see this, but when I click on that, I can go into what's called Drive. It's actually green, yellow, and blue. There it is, green, yellow, and blue. It's called Drive. I open that up, and this comes free with any Gmail account, by the way, just so you guys understand. Now, on the left-hand side, once I'm in Drive, it says New. And that's the first thing on the left-hand side. Underneath Drive, it says New with the plus sign. If I open that up, it's going to let me open up folder, file upload, folder upload. Then underneath that, it says Google Docs and Google Sheets. I want to open up a new Google Sheet. All right. And I will make a little video to show you guys how to do this. But you just click, there's a little arrow on the right-hand side of Google Sheets. And then two things come up, form spreadsheet or form template. I want a blank spreadsheet. All right, I'm going to tell you guys why I'm showing you this. Basically, what you want to do is you want to go under column A. So if you could see this, which I guess I'm going to have to create a video to show you how to do this. I think I can do that maybe tomorrow and then load it onto a video training for you in the back office. But just so you can understand how easy this is to do, you just open up a new Google Sheet, and then at the top, I'm going to make mine, I'm going to make mine warm market. And that way, I'm going to put that at the very top. And then underneath that, I'm going to put all the people that I know. So basically what I'm asking you to do is, just so you can organize it, you can do it on a piece of paper if you want for now. And after we create the video for you, it will be in your Google Drive, because I want you guys to always save that. So for now, if need be, you can go inside a notebook and you can actually go in and do it and just put warm market. And this is going to be people, what is your warm market? You're going to have a warm market for businesses. This is going to be anybody that you know that owns a business. That's what I want you to do right now. I don't want you to approach them all yet. I don't want you to do anything like that. But I want you guys to go into a spreadsheet, and I want you guys to write down all the business owners that you know. Then I also want you to write down all the friends and all the people's businesses that you might have friends that own businesses, or friends that their family owns businesses. So don't limit yourself to just people that you know that own businesses, but maybe your friends know people that own businesses. So when you think in your mind about small business owners, there's more and more small business owners all the time. And there's so many people that are trying to open their own businesses that your warm market list can be consisted of quite a few businesses for the most part, unless you're completely blocked off from the world. So just think in your mind up to all the people that you know that own businesses. Then think about all of your friends that own businesses and all your friends that work at different companies and everybody that you know that has anything to do with a small to medium size or even a larger business. And I want you to compile a list of your warm market of people and businesses that you know of. And so this sounds real easy, but I want you to put a little bit of detail work into it before we ever even go to contact these businesses, because I want to make your time well worth it. I don't want you to waste time. So you guys might have heard before, I think, it was one of the famous presidents that said, if I had 9 hours to cut down a tree, I would spend 8 hours of that 9 sharpening the axe. So that's what we're doing now, is we're going to sharpen the axe and prepare for when we're going to contact these businesses and which services are going to be best for them. We're also going to comprise a list of our warm market for people that we think would be good fits for WL Madden. Okay. And so when we have this new software launch, which is coming really soon, you guys will be able to bring those people to that. And so I want you to start comprising these lists now. But the businesses is someone that we can start working with right now that you can send leads in for, of course, and earn commissions on, right? So that's what we're going to do. Now, I also want you to comprise a separate list, and that's going to be a list of local businesses. That's businesses in your area, because for the most part, you guys are all in much more separate categories. That's the way when we enrolled you, we enrolled specific agents in certain areas because you have a huge circumference and you're pretty much in your area, going to be doing all the work in that area. So you guys are the first ones that have the ability to go after all those businesses for your area because you guys signed up before the people that are going to come after you. So we want you guys to have the first dibs on those local businesses. So with that being said, I want you to comprise a list of local businesses that are right there around you. Okay, so we walk into businesses every single day. And like I said, we're editing some videos so you can see what it's like when I walk into a local business and I talk to them about our services. Now, some of them you're going to laugh at because they don't go so well. And I can feel your pain when you guys go out there and do the same thing. And you guys can laugh with us because some of these videos, they don't go so well. But some of them go great. And some of them we're able to get set up with a service. And you can see how easy it is, especially if you had our help with the live transfer button. Obviously, you guys are going to be able to use us to just call us with the helpline on the mobile application. And that way we can work with you on closing those deals. Okay. Now, I also want you to break these businesses down into categories. All right. So what do I mean by that? Well, I want you to put, most of these are going to be service industries. So you might have restaurants and you might have different services like places that fix cars. And however you want to categorize them, to make it easier for you guys, you can want to put different categories of these local businesses. Okay. Are they consulting companies? Are they advertising companies? Do they fix cars, tire shops? Do they put in alarm systems? What do they do? What is the business category? So you can actually put that, and break it down into different categories because Matt is going to be doing a webinar with us. He's our processing bank. And he's going to give you guys ideas on which businesses to go after that make you guys the most amount of money. So if you're hitting your local businesses and businesses, that's going to be great for lead generation. Now, this is for obviously for the people that are approaching businesses or calling businesses. Now we have a completely separate way. Oh, there goes Siri. And so we have a completely separate way to generate leads, which is going to be done strictly online. Okay, so I have this. You guys can have this written down. So warm market and local businesses. We're going to start with that. All right. Now, what's next? Well, this is where it's going to be doing stuff online. Okay, so generating leads online. All right, so online lead generation. You guys have an online business. All right. Now, in the training videos and the way that we have them put together, they're going to be organized. But right now, already in YouTube, if you type in, so there's one thing that's going to be real easy for you is that you guys have a WL Madden website. Let me get a darker marker here so you guys can see. Your WL Madden website is out in the middle of space by itself, right? So, nobody knows about it unless you guys bring someone to it. But there are ways to get people to your WL Madden website. And so some of the agents that we have are really good at this. And we've put together some different videos to help you do it. We've already put together a LinkedIn video. We have a FaceTime video. And I think we have a Google and Yelp video on its way if it's not already loaded back there. So this is going to be little legs this is more people to get you more exposure. So basically, every single website that you guys build, this is how this works, okay? Let's say that this is your LinkedIn page, your professional LinkedIn page. Then right here, we have your Google business page. Then you have your Yelp page. Okay, then so we have LinkedIn, Google, Yelp, and then we have Facebook, right? Now, here's the way that this is going to work. Now on your Facebook, obviously the more people that you know on Facebook and the more people that are interested in business services, that's what you're looking to do, is you want to find people that are interested in these different services. So you want to connect yourself to different people, and we'll put together videos for you. But Jess has already put together a video on how to build this page, because that's the first step you want to do on the online building these up, is that you want to go to Jess's video. And it's on, if you type in, you go to YouTube and you type in WL Madden Facebook, a video will appear. And that is Jess, who was kind enough to create a video on how to build a business Facebook page. So you want to follow the steps that's in her video to do this for yourself. Okay. Then you're also going to want to do a LinkedIn page. All right. And we're going to show you how to connect yourself to more people on LinkedIn and Google Business. I don't think that one's up yet, but it's really simple to build a Google Business account. I will do a video on it. And same thing with Yelp. It's really simple to build a Yelp account. And I built one a while back, and I didn't do anything to it. And I got calls off of it just by building it. So you guys will get calls off of this page. And if people call you off these pages, then you want to just have them calling to us, and we'll go over everything with them on these pages. But right now you guys have video, so I want you to start working on these videos, build a LinkedIn page, and then of course a Facebook page. And you want to build those two pages out, so that way you have more legs out there. So as you can imagine, the more people you're connected to on LinkedIn and the more people you're connected to on Facebook, the more reach you guys have on the services that you guys offer. All right. Now you guys also know that there's funnels that we're going to do step-by-step videos for you, or some people are going to be, have the ability to purchase pre-made funnels and for us to be able to pour money into them. We're going to give you guys all types of resources to be able to get this done for yourselves. But online lead generation, there's a ton of different ways to do it. And so already I know that we have agents like Brandon and Jess that have created different systems within Facebook and within LinkedIn in different ways to be able to generate sales funnels. There's a new one with Google that we're going to be presenting to you. And these are going to be broken down by videos that are being created right now. That way you can understand how simple the process is for lead generation for these services. Now, keep in mind, you guys are offering the best stuff that you could possibly offer to a business owner, which is money and how to save money. Now, of course, we do lead generation for businesses, and we do website development as well, which they all probably need, but it might be easier for you to talk about money, because all business owners are always looking for money. So if you have ads that are being posted online for these on Facebook and on Google and on LinkedIn, then you're going to get attention from different people. And then all you're going to do is collect that data and get it to us, and then we'll call that business with you. And it's as simple as that, just like Brandon does all the time, and Larry and some of the different people that are sending in leads to us all the time. Then we'll contact those leads with you. You guys are doing a great job, by the way, of sending in your warm market leads. And we are working on a bunch of different leads. I have some information. I think it's Wayne on the cabinet company. He's been asking about it. So we've been trying to get in contact with that gentleman, by the way. But again, on these different leads, we're going to be taking these leads, and we have a team of people. This week for us is about setting up this office here for you guys. This office is going to have all the resources you guys need for us to be able to work on deals with you. And Greg and a couple other people right now are building out the system for you guys to have more access to be able to see what's going on with the leads, so you guys have better communication with us. And it's not just through the mobile app, but we're going to be able to give you logins right into the system itself to see the actual leads and actual data that we have in the back, and the notes on every single lead as far as how many times we call and all that type of stuff. So I know you guys are excited to be able to see that stuff. So, that's what I wanted to talk about as far as, today, is that we want to start using these tools and how to generate leads both different ways: your warm market leads, your local business leads, and then of course how to do it online. And then we're going to give you the step-by-step videos on how to build out these funnels and generate traffic with the commercials. Again, it's been a long time coming for these videos. We're finally right about there where we can release them to you, because the new software is there, and that's what we needed to put everything into. So as far as lead generation, do you guys have any questions that I can answer for you as far as ways to use these different systems and what you guys have tried so far or haven't tried as far as doing stuff online? I want to hear from you guys, of course, on how many people have Facebook professional pages, LinkedIn professional pages. We actually are going to be emailing you out a little guide that actually has pretty easy steps with the logo that you guys can put on stuff. But that way you can put the logo right inside of your pages, and it'll be real helpful to you. And then you can actually put your agent IDs and things like that on these different ads. But what types of questions do you guys have as far as the tools that you guys have? Have you guys been able to access the videos? Do you guys know how to go on YouTube to access these videos? And do you know how to actually look up the training videos that we already have? Are you guys having any difficulty looking those up or anything like that? Let's see. I'm working on a couple now that I have internet back. Okay, they'll be done by Saturday, so I'm excited. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, and Jess is actually creating some videos for us that that will be able to help you guys on how to do ads on Facebook, which has really been helping her. And then we have some videos that Brandon is building out for you guys, and we have some systems on how to build out these funnels, because those are systems that they've been using that have been real successful. And I believe, it looks like there's something going on with the camera. Is it slowing down? Are you guys getting are you guys seeing everything okay right now? I'm getting a kind of a weird, okay. Anyways, okay. So is there a free Excel app? A free Excel. Well, Google is free and Google Sheets is free. It does the same exact thing as Excel. So that's free. So if you, in your Gmail, okay, and you go into Drive, inside Drive is Google Sheets, and that's free. So that's the best part. There's Google tools that we found that we're going to share with you, something called Google Lists that Brandon is working with on building funnels with that, to show you guys how to build funnels without paying for them, which is going to be real exciting. And again, this stuff is stuff we're sharing with you guys, and only because you guys got enrolled when you did. And a lot of people are going to be paying for a lot of different stuff that we're going to be selling in the future. But Brandon has found some really cool tools, and I've been working on with this stuff with him, is figuring out how to use these tools so that we can build funnels out with free tools instead of having to use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is one option, but there's ways to use Facebook and there's ways to use Google to build out some free stuff. And Brandon showed me some cool stuff that he was working on. There is a way to build free websites with Google, and you don't even need a domain name. So you go in, build a WL Madden free website for yourself, and then you can build using Google Lists. You'll be able to build out funnels for free. And we're going to try to make that into a step-by-step video series as well. And maybe not even just a step-by-step, but just going through the video and building out on screen on a new software that we have that shows you how to use these systems to generate leads. Okay, so we want to definitely be able to share these things with you because it generates so many leads. It's unbelievable. These funnels are that's what everybody's using. Even the bigger companies out there that are doing things are all using funnels to get people to their company. They're using sophisticated SEO softwares. They're using all kinds of the same softwares that we use as well to generate leads for themselves. So we're going to give you the tools of what every big business out there is already using to develop leads for your WL Madden business. And that's the best part about this. So does anyone know a way to get a Facebook ad account back up after it gets flagged? Okay. I don't know much about that, but that's a good question. You know what? I think Brandon does know how to do that because he's gotten flagged and he gets it right back up again. So you might want to talk to Brandon about that. And depends what you get flagged for, I'm sure, but okay. You have to make a new ad account, but it's not difficult. I can show you how. Okay. So yeah, there is, I guess that's the answer right there. So Jess can show you because yeah, people get flagged all the time and you can continue to use this stuff. So, and again, I wanted to just have this webinar be a short webinar basically about, lead generation. So this is what I want you guys to do. And it looks like we have a lot of people that are already sending in leads to us. This was more so for some of the newer people that are signing up with us. I'm not sure how many of these newer people we have on here right now, but essentially we definitely want to start getting ready for writing lists down of the warm market, also of people that you want to bring into the system, because we're just about ready Now it's going to be in just the next couple of weeks that we're going to give you guys the new software platform so that you guys can enroll new people and you can bring people right to the commercials, and they'll have a chance to watch the commercials, then talk to someone at our company about signing up. We'll help you kind of push them over the edge to get them signed up underneath you, and then to start learning how to build commissions underneath you and attack their local businesses. And so I am going to tell you, we had another couple situations. We have a new lender I think I told you about, and we've already sent in 3 very large deals from agents. We have Bob Royal, who's an agent who is working on a very large deal, on a project funding deal. So that's where LinkedIn is going to come in big help with you guys. On LinkedIn, you can get in contact with people that might need very large amounts of money. Okay. And so, that's what's happening on that end. Okay. Now, what I do want to do is definitely, and so this right now, this webinar has been going on for about 30 minutes now. So we still have, we're just about to end that. But basically what I'm going to do is I wanted to go over that with you today. And I'm trying to think, it's 6:30. Okay, so that would be 9:30 in the East Coast. So I thought we had an hour. I thought I was cutting it short. So yeah, we had a 30-minute webinar. And I wanted to make sure I got this information to you. So what we'll do is we'll end it here as far as lead generation for the day. Because of the hour change, it kind of changed up things on the East Coast and the amount of the time. So I know there's a lot of confusion. But what we'll do is on Saturday, we should have a bunch of more videos on how to do these things, so we can start generating that business online. So what we'll do is on Saturday, we'll get some videos to you. I have a ton of work to do between now and then. And what I'll do is Jess, I'll get some of her videos loaded into the back office for you, and Brandon's videos loaded right into the back office for you. Okay. So for today, we'll say have a good night. And then on Saturday, we'll have a longer webinar now that the time schedule has been switched back. Because it's getting kind of late on the East Coast and I have some things to handle. But what I'll do for you is on Saturday, we'll give you some of those videos and we'll teach you guys a little bit more about the online stuff. And then, write down the things I told you to write down so we can start attacking these different markets. Okay. So you guys have a great night. Okay. Bye-bye.